Should we put the rocks first or should we put the soil first?
Do you remember? Does anyone remember from the model what step we did first?
The soil.
Yes. So you can go ahead and put the soil.
We put the rocks first. They would just slide down anyway.
Will it? I want to see.
It smells.
Like earth. I want to stop. Sorry, let me see this one. One more?
And then she put them all. Okay.
And Jocelyn, make sure to lift it up just a little bit so we can see.
Pour the water on it. Wow.
So what happened?
With the water.
When Alan was pouring it, slowly it fell.
Poured it all,
It was soil, but when you poured it all, what happened?
It all fell down.
Then it fell down.
When I was doing it slowly, it was slowly passing. When I put all the water, like a, what's it called?
River.
Yeah, like a river.
Like we saw in the videos, right?
Yes.
So the same thing we saw in the videos, did it happen here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so now in your journals, you're gonna write what you just saw that happened right now. You're gonna write your observations. And you're gonna write if what you inferred was correct.
Inferred, I don't know what that word.
Inferred is like what you thought or como que ¿te acuerdas cuando hicimos primero que pensábamos lo que iba a pasar antes? Eso es. Is anyone almost ready? Would anyone like more time?
Yes.
Would 1 minute be fine?
Yes.
Okay, time is up. Would anyone like to share what they wrote? Lisa?
I saw the soil and rocks erode fast when I poured all of the water. When I poured slowly, the soil and rocks were slowly eroding away.
Erode. What do you think erode is? You think it's what happened here? You think it's something that happened on this model? That might be it.
It broke away.
It breaks down.
It breaks down. Anyone else like to share?
If I observed an island put small amounts of water, it slowly passed through the soil, but when he poured all the water, the soil and rocks came crashing down.
So kind of the same thing. Okay. So now, Alan has one of the reports. So what we saw right here is called erosion. Kind of like similar to what Alan said, erode. Erode is part of the word erosion. That's what you just saw here in the model. So I'm gonna have one of you come up and put our word in the word wall. I'm gonna do the wheel with me.
Oh, right.
Oh, it's okay. Do you wanna come
Oh,
over?
yeah.
Okay, come over. Okay. Boom. Right there. Yes, thank you. And then we have the word in one more. In Spanish. In Spanish, erosion is erosión. And you can start writing this in your journals. You can write the word and the definition. Erosion. So erosion is when natural forces like wind, water, and ice carry away pieces of rock, sand, and soil from one place to another. Yes, Alan?
Do we also write it in Spanish?
If you would like to write in Spanish, yes.
Do we write it on the same page?
So not only, so erosion is what you just saw right now. When you saw that the water poured, you saw that the soil and the rocks moved, that is erosion. So this happens not only when it rains, but also happens with the wind. Wind can move rocks, wind can move the soil. It also happens when there's ice. And it also happens with gravity. Gravity can also make things move. En Spanish, erosion es erosión. Cuando fuerzas naturales como el viento, el agua y el hielo arrastran pedazos de roca, arena y tierra de un lugar a otro. Almost everyone done? You need a minute? So here we have an image showing an example of erosion. We have erosion of water when it rains, erosion by the wind, erosion by the ice, and coastal erosion. So remember, erosion not only happens when it rains, it also happens when there's wind, ice, and also coastal erosion, like, for example, at the beach. Have you seen the beach waves move and move sand? It's also erosion. Or like in the desert, you know how the wind moves all the sand in the desert? And it's also called erosion. Okay, for the next word on our word wall, we have slope. And Clarissa, can you come up and put on the word slope on the word wall? One more time.
Teacher,
Yes?
What was the plate for?
What was the one, I'm sorry?
What was the plate for?
Sorry, I put that by mistake, I'm sorry. Thank you, Clarissa. So our next word on our word wall we have is slope. Slope is a process by which water and wind blow away the top of layer of soil along the land surface. So this happens, here we have an example of what slope is.
never gonna read it. I don't know what the definitions are.
What?
Never gonna read it. The slide.
A slide?
Yes.
So slope is when you see here the soil move and it creates this type of slope. When rain falls down and it starts moving the sand or the soil, the rock, it starts creating this type of slope right here. So in Spanish, slope is la pendiente, el proceso por el cual el agua, el viento desgasta una capa superior del suelo a lo largo de la superficie. And if you also like to do the drawing, you can draw it if you would like to. Everyone almost done? So the next word on our word wall is sediment. It's chosen, but I'm going to do that. Camila. Thank you, Camila. So the word is sediment. Sediment is any solid material such as soil, sand, or rock fragments that is broken down and then picked up and moved by natural forces like wind, water, or ice. So what you saw when the soil and the pieces of rock move, the soil and the pieces of rock, that is the sediment. When they move and settle in place, that's what sediment is. So sediment in Spanish is sedimiento. Cualquier material sólido como tierra, arena o fragmentos de roca que se descompone y luego es recogido y movido por fuerzas naturales como el viento, el agua o el fuego. So here we have an image to see. So you see how these pieces of rock are moving? So there were once like a big piece of rock, but now they were forming into smaller pieces. That is the sediment right here. Does bit more time? You need a little more time, Camila?
Yes.